Hey everyone, I'm Patty Universe. We have an amazing special guest here tonight during our Elevate Raw Food Cleanse. This is Rehmannia Dean Thomas. He is an amazing Taoist tonic herbalist. He's been to our events and he has the most epic Chinese herbs that are healing, tonifying, and he just took a reading with my pulse. Tell us what you're able to figure out just by taking my pulse here.
Yeah, Patty, thank you. It's wonderful to be here at Elevate. Okay, so this is an ancient form of diagnosis that's been used in China for a long, long time, and so we can really perceive deeply with this. So here we saw that your blood is actually strong. You have a pretty good level of blood, and young women like you can sometimes be a little bit low on blood, but you're doing pretty good. And blood is the carrier of qi through your body, so for you, qi is being distributed well, so your hands and feet are usually warm, like you said. That's all because you've got enough blood and your qi is moving, you know. And this has to do with your raw diet, which we'll get into a little bit too. And then here your liver's in a state of pretty good contentment. You're still probably a little cleansing a little bit of old residue from way back somewhere, but for the most part, you know, your liver's happy, and that should help you have a nice, cheerful disposition for the most part when the liver's happy. And your kidneys are a little bit low, so you've been doing something where you've been burning the candle or working a little hard lately. And maybe over a period of time, you know. And also, maybe it could be something even from back in your parents that you kind of inherited, you know. We call this jing, and what we want to do is build up a little bit of your jing. And that's held in this repository called the kidneys. So we have herbs for that, for building up jing. And that's your long life, your children, you know, your real true, your potential for your adventures held in your kidneys. Your lungs could use a little bit of support, so we put in, I think it was cordyceps in there for your lungs.
That's always been a trouble issue for me. Even as a child, whenever I would get sick, it would always occur with my lungs, so that's definitely true.
Yeah. Your spleen is strong. Now, this is an issue we really want to make clear because we're raw foodists. Now, it was traditionally thought that raw food was a dampening, and it is. It's a cooling, and it can be a dampening diet. For women who have oftentimes what we call a yin constitution, when yin is water and the raw food diet is very watery and it's damp, and women can tend to build up a little moisture around here, a little edema from. So these herbs, and I've been working with the raw food community, and I believe that the raw food diet and this together, because the enzymes, the living energy from the raw food, and then when you combine a tonic that tonifies the spleen and qi and makes sure that warmth is going down here in the crucible so that the water doesn't build up. We keep that little flame going, but we're not going to the adrenals for that energy. We're going to the spleen and the pancreas. See, the raw food already has all those enzymes in it, so that's all qi to preserve the health of the pancreas, or to offset, you know, to make it where the pancreas doesn't have to work so hard in the spleen. But we always want to go in there and support that, making sure that flame is warm there. And you actually have a good fire on your stovetop in there. You do. That's why you have sufficient blood levels. And because your raw food diet, you're doing it it's appropriate. You're not all raw for one thing, but as you're saying, but you're doing it.
Like 80% raw.
Right. There's periods where you go full on for some cleansing and all, but there's other periods when you know your body's wisdom, you might need some black bean soup or something like that.
No, that's true. I listen to my body. When I feel like I need some warming foods, I have warming foods.
Yeah, I like oatmeal, miso soup, you know, these kind of things. So your spleen though is strong, and so you have qi. So the factory for qi is good, and that's turning it into blood. So your hands and feet are warm. The qi is what we call upright qi. You know, nice glow. Look at that complexion right there. Right, that's qi in that skin. Look at that. Nice color in your cheeks and all. You know, and your adrenals are a little bit low too. The adrenals are the guard gate of your kidneys, gold. And so when your kidneys are stressed over a long period of time, your adrenals can be working really hard to keep up with, you know, protecting that gold. And if you're under stress, you know, your adrenals are kind of like an ATM account, quick cash. And this is like your gold vault, your kidneys. Both of them are a little bit vulnerable right now. So what we want to do is go in and kind of nourish the kidneys and the adrenals, so that we put a little gold in your vault for later use, and we also, get the guards back there protecting it, so you can protect yourself,
So what did you create over here to help support all of those things?
We made you an herb formula that has a combination of herbs to help what we call tonify all of the issues that we just spoke about. So we're going to go with it. This green leafy thing is a kidney yang herb called epimedium. So that's the adrenals. This orangish is a mushroom. This is cordyceps for your lungs. Your lungs are a little bit vulnerable. And then there are other herbs in here that go to support your kidneys, and then a little bit for blood building. Because even though your blood levels were good, I always give women dog white just to make sure we help nourish the blood. So that's in there. A little astragalus for upright chi, to make sure chi is moving. A little reishi mushroom for the spirit, right? We want to avoid that.
So whether you're a raw foodist or not, it's always amazing to support your different functions with these types of medicines. These are really the original medicines that were given to us by Mother Earth. And where can people find your products, for example?
My company's called Shaman Shack. Shaman Shack, we have a new website, shamanshackherbs.com.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm Rehmannia Dean Thomas. I'm on Facebook. I like to stay, I think the blessing of my life is I've stayed, very... I haven't gotten big for my britches, and I like it. I like being able to just come and hang out. You can get in touch with me, and I like to talk to people. I really like that one-on-one thing.
Rehmannia is amazing. He really takes the time to really dive in and to take care of each person individually. So definitely visit shamanshackherbs.com and
my book.
And he has a book called Healing Thresholds. So go to his website, check it out, check out his herbs, check out his book, and remember...
okay. From the great Lao Tzu, the translation by Lin Yutang, the end of the first opening poem of the Tao Te Ching says, "To reach from the mystery into the deeper mystery is the gate to the secret of life."
Chew on that.